What's up guys, and welcome back to yet another video. And in this video I'm going to create a nasty reggaeton beat in FL Studio. So for this beat I want to add that feeling or vibe when you walk into the club, and it really just hits. So I'm going to definitely try to implement some elements to achieve this. So let's get started. So reggaeton is most of the time between 75 and 100 BPM, but I want this to be a little bit more up-tempo. So let's pick a BPM of 93. And let's start off with a simple chord progression. So I'm going to use the piano V2. So let's use the American Jazz Consort. So for this beat I just want to start off with some more typical trap elements, which are used in a lot of reggaeton beats and go perfect together. So for this beat I want to add kind of a dark vibe, so I'm gonna pick E minor natural. Start off with these notes, copy it again, and 1 octave lower to give the chord progression some more power. Half an octave higher from E to this B. And let's adjust this one. So this is just a simple chord progression just to start off. Really like the second chord. Let's create something unique, 8 bars. So the 5th bar, just leave it this way, and then simply just 1 octave higher. So half an octave higher from D is this G, and half an octave higher. So this is the second part of our chord progression. So now let's add another percussive element. So I'm going to use Omnisphere, and I'm going to use the kalimba just as an extra layer. Kalimba. So let's use the coffee can kalimba coin. And we're going to create a rhythm which is following the snare. So now it sounds like this. Let's make them a little bit softer. Right now, let's add some more low frequencies. So in this case, I'm going to use Serum. I use one of my Serum bass presets. So let's use bass preset 2, which is a simple saw bass. Then we're just using the root notes. Paste them into the bass. Pretty simple, right? So right now I'm going to use an instrument which Tainy uses a lot in his productions. And this one is called the Melodies 5. And let's use this keys preset, which is called Vibes. Sounds pretty crazy. And also let's start off with the root note. We're now going to create a kind of trap melody. So let's start off. This one took me some more time, but right now it sounds like this. Later on we're going to add some effects and totally transform it. So right now half an octave higher. So we're going from E to B. Now of course we have to make some adjustments because not all the notes are in scale. So this C sharp right now, just adjust it. Right now it just sounds terrible, so let's add some effects. So link them to the mixer, and let's start off with the Mellotron. So I'm gonna add some reverb. Remove the low frequencies. A lot of room. So right now I'm gonna use a high cut filter on the kalimba. So use shape and high cut. And also add a lot of reverb. Or maybe use an ambience preset. With some more decay. Alright, now let's add another layer, and I'm gonna use Analog Lab 5. And also use a kalimba. Let's use this simple one. So I've just created a melody which is following the previous melody from the Melodies 5. But it just adds another dimension. So right now it's way too dry, but it sounds like this. So there is a lot going on. Using a half time on the Mellotron. Just playing around with some sounds. So now let's add the main melody. And this one is going to be the nasty flute. I'm going to use the Melodies 5 again, and I'm just going to use the strawberry flutes preset. So I'm just going to add some more flutter, which is making the sound more vibrant or something. So the melody which I'm going to add right now has to be a simple melody but very catchy. Oh. So right now we're gonna add some effects to this one. So first let's start off with this OTT, which is a simple multiband compressor which is for free and it's just very easy and very convenient to use. For now it still sounds terrible, so right now I'm gonna add a sidechain. Add some reverb. And I think I'm gonna add some more effects using the RC20. Disable the noise preset. Still sounds terrible, to be honest. So altogether, right now maybe it sounds a little bit messy, but later on I'm gonna separate these elements to create a full arrangement. But we're gonna fix it for sure. And then we're creating that simple reggaeton rhythm. Then I'm gonna use one of my favorite kicks, which is this one, and maybe tweak it a little bit. So normalize it. So make it a little bit more round. Oh. So now let's add another keys element. So I'm gonna use let's use the CS80 version 4. Let's use this Aftertouch EP preset. Copy all those, copy this one. Goes perfect together. So right now the flute melody was maybe a little bit too boring, so switch it up and right now it sounds like this. Basically following the same notes. Sounds way much better. And right now I'm going to add a bass, and the beats which I've created lately, I'm using the same bass and I'm going to use it again because it just sounds fire. So it's a bass from the Mini V3 and it's got the bass you will use. So adjust the oscillator, 50 Hz, something like that. So let's start off with E and pick 3/4 of one step. Something like that. Make this beat just repeat. So I've made some small tweaks and it sounds like this. So this is what I've got until now. Worked on the beat for a couple of minutes. So this is the flute. And I did not make a lot of adjustments, but right now it sounds like this. Boosted some of the high frequencies. It's really banging right now. Removed a lot of high frequencies from the bell. So also added a kickstart through the delay, a little bit of saturation using the Saturn 2, which is an awesome plugin. And as you can see, a high cut filter. Layering with the kalimba. So that's basically it. So right now it blends very well together. And I just created a simple intro and added some animation. So I've created this pitch bend right here. which is something very simple, but it just works. I've also played around with the sidechain of the flute and also automated a high cut filter on the flute. So that's it, and I hope you guys enjoy the final result. So just simple piano coming in with the kalimba coin and the CS80. Use the flute, which is following the bass line, which sounds pretty dark. The flute melody sounds pretty nasty, man. And an adjustment to the kick, just keep it a little bit more interesting. Also the snare, added this roll right here, or kind of roll. So that's a beat, man. It took a while to create something like this, but in the end I think the outcome sounds awesome. So this is definitely the nastiest beat which I've created this year. So I hope you enjoyed it. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a like if you enjoyed this beat. I'm almost done with my reggaeton sample pack. Will release very soon, and I'm really looking forward to you guys using this pack. So keep an eye on my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.